Okay, that was fun. I don't know what it was doing. It was messing with me hardcore. Like I had everything set and it wouldn't let me go live. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm telling you what, you guys, sometimes YouTube is just like being completely weird. I'm like, what is your problem? I might just start using strictly StreamYard. I never seem to have problems with that. I'll have to see if I can do it with my phone though, because I don't like doing StreamYard for this situation. Um, yeah, because I have to use my computer most of the time. But if I can get it on my phone, I might start just using StreamYard because YouTube's giving me all kinds of problems these days. Anyhow, I made it work. I made it work. I just kept messing with it and kept going back and it kept flipping things around. I'm like, no, no, no. And I just kept messing with it. Anyhow, let me say hello to people like Karen and Joyce and Sherry and Paula. Shannon's here. Kathy, Michelle, Sue, and Deborah are here. Lisa is here. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I am glad you are all here hanging out tonight. So, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all staying warm um, because that has certainly not been my day today. At the warm part. No, nope, not warm. Gina is here. Hi, Gina. And Paula. Well, I don't know where else you might be. I mean, there's plenty of places you could be if you wanted to. I mean, you could be taking a nap. You could be out shopping. Hey, you could be out shoveling snow, right? Because, I mean, I hear that there are many places across the country that are getting quite a bit of snow. So, did you just see those go flying? Did you see them? They went all the way over there. Lately, these special drills, have been super staticky. Like they won't come out of the tray when I try to dump them out of the tray. They kind of jump all over the place. They're kind of doing their own thing. I'm like, okay, you do you, right? Hello, John and Linda and Anita. Anita sent me pictures of her cats today. They're cute. Um, Karen, the other Karen is here. Angela, hello, hello. No snow there. Well, you had snow the other day, and we did not have snow. So we have snow today. As a matter of fact, it has snowed all day, all day. Mm-hmm. Now, is it accumulating a lot? No. Um, we're about to total grass coverage, almost. There's some places where there's a little bit longer grass that's not covered, but I would say close to grass coverage stage. But it has snowed all day. Sometimes it's just flurries, and other times the flakes were quite large. So it made for a very interesting day at the Christmas market. Yes, it did. So, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, no problem, Angela. Everybody's got to do what they got to do. Yeah, yesterday for the Crochet Lab, we started a new project. We're making a hexi cardigan. They're all the rage. They're very popular. Everybody and their brother is making a hexi cardigan. And so we're going to make one too. Um, yeah, we started on our first hexagon yesterday. And I don't know, I did pretty good. I made some progress. I haven't picked it up again since yesterday, of course, but you know, And there's a reason for that. I'll tell you all about that too. Well, I might as well tell you now. I'm not crocheting as much. I'm taking kind of like not a break. I'm just slowing down. I'm not making a bunch of stuff for craft shows right now. Um, and I'm basically just crocheting in the mornings, like, when I get up in the morning. Frost, fog, rain, and wind. That sounds like fun too. 28 degrees last night in Mississippi. I heard it's going to be cold in the south too. Like even all the way down to Florida, it's going to be cold. Yeah. Um, so in 28, I would have loved it to be 28 today. I'll just say, I would have loved for it to be 28 degrees today. Would have been better than what we had. Anyhow, so let's finish talking about the crochet thing real quick. I'm just slowing down. I'm only crocheting really in the morning, but I mean Friday I crocheted in the morning and I crocheted for the crochet live. But other than that, I'm just doing some crochet in the morning, maybe an hour, maybe a little bit longer, because my arm hurts. What I'm self-diagnosing as tennis elbow. It's in my forearm up here, in this part of my arm, like right when you get up to your elbow, all of this muscle and tendons and whatnot. And it's from crocheting. It took me a long time to actually figure it out. I was like, why does my arm hurt there? And then it just kind of came to me one day. I was crocheting and I felt it. And I was like, oh, I actually talked to a lady today at the market, and she is an amigurumi creator. She makes amigurumi. And she was telling me that she has the same problem, except hers is her dominant hand. Mine is not, which is weird. You would think my dominant hand would hurt worse, but it's not. It's my left hand that hurts worse. So go figure. Everybody's like, it's cold, it's windy, it's cold, it's windy. Karen started this morning and hasn't stopped. Nice. Hello, Kel. How are you? Yeah, I just have to take it easy because I've really tweaked those muscles, tendons in that arm. So I'm not overdoing it. Now, I do have, I might get like a compression sleeve, you know what I mean? Because they say compression can help with that situation. Anti-inflammatories can help. So I have taken some anti-inflammatory, like some naproxen. But and I don't want to stop crocheting completely, I just want to like give it a little rest and see how it does. And now the pressure is off. I'm not, like I said, I'm not doing a bunch of items for craft shows and whatnot. I'm just working on things for me. For example, the gratitude shawl, this hexie cardigan, another cardigan I'm working on. Why you might ask? Well, because Marley Bird was doing this thing called Turkey Trot, and every couple of days they come out with part of the pattern, and the cardigan was really pretty. And I had 3 skeins of the yarn already. I did need to order 3 more skeins, but I had 3 in my possession already. So I have been saying I want to use stuff from my stash. So I did. Right? I did. So there you go. I used some stuff from my stash. I did have to buy some more to go with it, but anyhow, put that hand out and move each finger up and down one time and see if one hurts. What? No? Why would one hurt? I don't know. No. Kel's got 75. I'd take it. Christmas baubles and your hands aching. See, it happens. It totally happens. I know, Cal. I can hardly wait for the retreat and see you guys again. I'm so excited. So excited. I'm 26 in Pennsylvania most of the day. Well, today's high, I believe, was 23. Mm-hmm. Um, it might be laying on my, yeah, and it's not my hand. It's definitely up on my elbow. Anyhow, so yeah, there's that. But I'm gonna I'm gonna baby it a little bit, and I am gonna look for like a compression sleeve. I did have a little band, and I was wearing that on Thanksgiving a little bit. I don't know if it was helping, but I wasn't really doing anything with it either. The band was just kind of irritating me more than anything else, I think. But so yeah, but this lady I was talking to, she has arthritis in her elbow. She's had surgery on her elbow, so she's in worse shape. I don't have all that going on, but mine is just, I know it's just those muscles like in my forearm, close to my elbow, and it hurts. So there's that. What's new? What's one more ache or one more pain, right? I mean, when you get to be my age, you're like, oh, you wake up and you know something hurts that didn't hurt when you went to sleep, and you're like, oh, how'd I hurt myself? Just rolling over? I mean, come on. But it's true, it happens. The aches and pains just happen. Very strange. Excuse me. Crochet arm. Well, yeah, kind of what it is. Hello, Bonnie from Texas. Um, that's what I need, Karen. It's right below the elbow. It's right in here. I mean, you can't see my arm, but you'll see my kitty scratches here in a second, maybe. Hang on. I'll show you. I'll show you where it hurts. Hang on. I got to see what you can see first of all. So there's my kitty scratches. Kitty scratched me. Now you can't see it. So right in here, right in through here, and up to the elbow up here, but mostly right in through here. Right in through here and up to my elbow. Yeah, all of this, like in my forearm, right up through here and into the elbow. Yeah, feels great. Feels great. But I'm thinking some sort of a compression sleeve would help. I'm going to see if I can find one of those. Hmm. Oh no, your fingers go numb. Oh no, that's no good. Hello, Jess. Jess, I haven't seen you in a while. Where you been? I know where you've been. You've been out there busy diamond painting. Mm-hmm. Name a body part, right? I know. I came home today from the market and my big toe hurt. And I'm like, maybe it's frostbite. Yeah, but I want to get a compression sleeve. She actually said, you've been, really, Jess? You've been kirking? Okay. Sorry. I had to say it. um, yeah, so she's actually waiting on a sleeve that her doctor ordered for her. So I know you can buy them. I'm just going to go see if I can buy one somewhere. I don't need a ton of compression, just, a little bit probably. See how it does. But definitely taking it easy on the old crocheting. I mean, seriously, with my left hand, all I thought I did was hold my work, right? I just thought that just holds the work. And my right hand does all the crocheting, all the moving. Well, however, I really sat and watched myself crochet, and I was like, my left hand kind of just does this little back and forth motion, just like this, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, all the time. And it's that little small motion, just that little repetitive motion going back and forth, back and forth. And I've tried to crochet without moving my arm. Well, that's impossible. I can't, there's no way I can do that. I can't do it. I have to move that hand. So anyhow, that's where we are with that. That's fun. So it's just a little bit of crocheting every morning on my own projects. And I really don't need to worry about anything for craft shows. So now, today, let's talk about the show today. The show today. Yes. Setup. You could be there at 9 o'clock. Show started at 10. We didn't get there until 9:30. Yep. Or later even. Maybe even a little bit later than 9:30 is when we got there. And when we got there, I didn't have a clue who's in charge of this event, who I'm supposed to talk to. I just kind of started walking around. The email had said my spot would be marked on the floor. And I knew I was spot 2. Okay. So I wander around and I wander around until I find 2 on the floor. Repetitive strain injury. Thank you, Sherry. Yes. Now, isn't that the same as tennis elbow? I don't know. I think it might be, but let me know. Let me know, Dr. Google, what you find. So I found my spot, and I was right next to people selling beef. Yes, people selling beef, roast, steaks, ground beef, all raised on their farm, grass fed, blah, 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 blah. Well, the way that they were set up, first of all, they were blocking like what would be a hallway, and they were like right next to my spot, what I assumed was my spot based on because it's got a cement floor, and it's got lines in it where it's been scored. So what I assumed was my spot, they were kind of really close to it. And I felt like the way that I set my tables up, I would have been really close to them. But I was just like, I don't know where I'm supposed to be exactly. And I was telling them that, I'm like, I don't want to be in your space, but I don't know, is this my square? And they were like, we don't know. We just, well, I continued to do what I would normally do, setting up my stuff. And I looked over and they were moving just a little. But it was really good the way that they moved because they opened the aisle back up, which they probably shouldn't have blocked the aisle. And they moved kind of away from me, so there was a little more space between us. It all worked out just fine. Their stuff was easy to move. All they had was a table and a freezer. That's all they had. So it was really easy for them to move, and it worked out well, and everything was fine. So anyhow, we got set up. We got set up pretty quickly. We got this down to a science now, because Dale does diamond paintings and I do the crochet side. And so we debated whether or not we were going to put up my screen that we hang diamond paintings on. Because, now remember, this is an open air building, okay? The place has a roof. It's got some like ledge type walls, like maybe 3-foot walls around the outside, but not everywhere. There's a lot of doorways. And it's got pillars, of course, holding the building up. But imagine a building that should have big, huge windows all the way around it, and there's no windows. That's kind of like what it's like, okay? Tennis elbow for $15, a bracelet. I have one of those. That's what I had on Thanksgiving, but it was irritating me. It was just too much Velcro, and it was just like, ugh. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Just Google MD for the win. Yes. Thank you, Cal. Thank you. You do such cool moderator stuff, Cal. So when I'm setting up, I didn't know if I wanted to put the screen up because I thought it might blow too much in the wind because it was windy and it was snowy. And Dale was like, I'm going to set it up. He brought some weights to weight it down with. And he's like, I'm going to try it. He said, and if it's too unstable, we'll just take it down. And I'm like, okay, well, you can try it. He left that to the very last thing to do. And he set it up and put the weights on it and all that kind of stuff. And it was okay. It was definitely wobbling in the wind. But here's the main problem. The main problem was everything was getting snowed on, literally snowed on, because where we were, the windows that we were in front of was definitely the direction the wind and the snow was coming from. And it was just blowing in, blowing in. Hello, Lori, blowing on everything. And Dale's like, yeah, all these diamond paintings in here, they're all going to get wet and everything from all this snow. And I'm like, yeah, I know, you know. So I'm over there and I'm trying to brush off stuff. The crochet stuff has snow all over it. And I was just like, well, you know, it's yarn. It will dry. It'll probably dry better than the diamond paintings will dry. But snow. It's literally snowing on all of my stuff. I was like, cool. This is fun. Okay. Um, so we got everything set up and I wasn't really even finished setting up stuff. And I had some lady come and buy something right off the bat. So I'm like, oh, well, this is a good sign. I will say for the first hour and a half, like from 10 to 11:30, there was quite a few people in there. There was quite a bit of traffic. I made several sales. Things were looking up. Things were looking good, right? Then it just kind of almost stopped. Like the people, the traffic just kind of stopped. I would say from 11:30 to 1:30, a couple of hours there, it was just, there was hardly anybody there. And it got colder than it was when we first got there and we're setting up. It got so cold. So cold. Now, they had advertised that they would have heaters. Okay? So I'm thinking, you know, you've all seen those patio heaters, you know, they stand up, they look like a big lamp. I'm imagining those just placed around different places, right? No, no, that wasn't what they had. They had, I don't know what they were. There were some big boxes and they had them in the corners. Hello, Sherry. How are you? They had them in the corners and there was about 4 of them. So there was not one of those anywhere near me, of course. And even people shopping commented about what a windy spot I had. And I was like, yep, I think I've got the windiest place there is to be. Yes, because it was just coming right through the windows. We did have to move the screen because it tried to take off a few times and blow away. So we moved it and we put it right up against, there was a pillar there between our 2 big windows. There's a pillar there. So we moved it and leaned it right up against the pillar and of course put the weights on it. And you know what? That helped. It didn't move from there. It was weighted down really well and it wasn't catching in the wind where it was before. Now, the bad part about that was it also wasn't blocking any of the wind from me. It was actually blocking wind a little bit when it was in the other position, but you know, I'd rather have the wind blow on me than blow the whole thing over, which, I mean, it started to blow over once and I kind of caught it and I was like, oh, you know, nothing fell off or anything like that, but I was like, okay, all right. So, no, they were not cooking any steak. Wouldn't that have been nice? No, just selling it. No. So, hello, Lori. Did I say hello to Lori? I don't remember. So thank you, Sherry. Sherry saying hello to people. Thank you. Um, yeah. So for that 2 hours, I mean, that's when I let Dale go home because we took a big risk when we left because the cats had not been outside to play because it's snowing and it's cold. And I wasn't certain if we'd get them back in, and I didn't want to leave them out in the cold. I know, poor things. I mean, they've got fur, but they really didn't have any place to go other than on the deck. So I didn't want to leave them out. So I didn't let them out this morning. So we left them loose in the house. I feel like that's what is that? It's a Dr. Seuss book, isn't it? Where is it? Oh, something comes into the house and destroys it. Anybody know what I'm talking about? I can't think of it. But I thought, well, we closed off as many rooms as we could from the cats. I didn't think there was any food out for the cats to get into. Knock on wood, they have not. Hello, April. No, there's no windows. There's no windows in them. Mm-mm. Cat in the Hat. Yes, the Cat in the Hat goes in and he makes a mess of the people's house, right? Yes. So that's what I thought could possibly happen at our house, leaving cats in the hats loose, right? So Dale came home to check on them. And you know what? The cats found one thing to get into. One thing. They found the Hawaiian rolls from Thanksgiving, which were in a Ziploc bag on the stove. They found the rolls. Now, they didn't actually get into the rolls, but they had the rolls. I don't know where. I don't know where they were. I didn't ask Dale that question, but they definitely had the rolls. They must have given up on them, though, because they didn't get into it. Oh, goodness. Yeah, so they make a big mess. And the cats were really good. The cats were really, really good. So, you know, so he left them out again when he left to come back. He was gone maybe, I don't know, an hour or so. So the other part of the problem was this building, we'll call it a building, it has a bathroom, but the bathroom was locked because of no water. Now, I don't know if they turn the water off, like when it starts to get colder, or if the water just wasn't working, but so there's no working bathroom there. You have to go, okay, let me explain. There's downtown. You got our downtown street, right? And behind all the stores is a parking lot. And on the back corner is where this building is. So the bathroom that we could use was in one of those stores. Now, they have back doors. They all have a back door you can get into from the parking lot. But you'd have to go over to one of the shops, and it's a coffee shop, eatery kind of situation. So they have bathrooms, and so we could go over there and go to the bathroom. So while Dale was gone, I couldn't go to the bathroom. So I waited for him to come back, and then I can go to the bathroom. Anyhow, yeah, there was that. But the cats were okay. They were pretty good. And that couple hours when it got really slow and really cold, I was frozen. Dale had walked to the gas station, which is just about a block away. He walked up to the gas station to go to the bathroom before he went home, and he bought me a blanket. He's so nice. He bought me a blanket from the gas station. They had like those woven, like They remind you of like Aztec-y kind of blankets. They were selling them at the gas station, and he bought me one. Did it help? It helped. Did the little propane heater help? Yes, it did. When it was working. The thing is brand new. Brand spanking new. Hello, Allison. But it kept going out. It kept going out. And we're not sure why. Other than it runs off just a small little propane tank. Like if you have an outdoor grill, a camp stove type thing, has those little bottles of propane. Well, it kept freezing up, and we think when the bottle would get cold, the thing would shut off. So it just wouldn't work all the time. I would, if there was no people like near my booth shopping, I would go over by that larger heater, the closest one to me, and just stand there for a minute. And that's when I met the lady who ran the booth, and her and I talked quite a bit, because I'd go over there to stand there and get warm, freezing, just freezing. So I've got on socks, winter snow boots, 2 pairs of pants, like some legging kind of pants, another pair of pants, a shirt, a sweater. I got on my winter jacket. I have on a beanie that I've made, a crocheted scarf that I've made, 2 pairs of gloves. Sometimes I'd have my hood on over the hat. Freezing. Absolutely freezing. Her and I, the other vendor, we were just like, when do we call it? When do we leave? And she's like, I know. She says, I'm really kind of thinking about it. She was freezing. Her kids were there and her husband was there. And they had gone for a while to Walmart. And, they got to ride in a warm car and go to Walmart. And, yeah. So I was thinking when Dale got back, it would be about 2:00. And I was like, well, when Dale gets here, 2:00, the thing went until 3. I'm thinking 2:00. 2:00 sounds good to me, right? 2:00 sounds great. But he got back and I had to go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom and I didn't like rush back. You know what I mean? I didn't rush back. I kind of took my time. And when I got back, he was talking to the beef people next to me. And he was talking and talking. And so I was waiting and waiting. And I just, okay. And then a lady came up and she bought a cowl. And she bought something else too. A cowl and something else that was small. I don't remember now. But anyhow, her and I talked because she spins yarn. And so we had a big conversation about that. And I moved my chair up to the front of my booth instead of at the back of my booth just to get away from the wind. That helped. I was then kind of hiding behind my clothing rack with my scarves and shirts on it and stuff, which was making a little more of a wind block, So, and then I was just wrapped in the blanket, and I would sit in the chair when the heater was on, but like I said, the heater kept going out. So Dale's going to do some checking into it, seeing if it just needs a larger propane tank, which you have to have a different hose to hook it up. Sorry, which he did not have, but he's going to play with it. And if he feels that it's not working properly, he's just going to return the thing, But it was so cold, so cold. I think that was my last sale of the day. Was the lady with the bought the cowl, and we really talked about her spinning yarn for a while. She actually sells at the fiber festivals that I've been to in Michigan and at the one there in Charlotte that I didn't make it to last year because that was the same time as my retreat. And make no mistake, they're not at the same time this year, so that I can go to the Fiber Festival in Charlotte, which is put on by um, Lindsay, the owner of the Yarn Garden in town. And it's growing. It grew quite a bit last year. They had more vendors last year than they did the first year. I did make it the first year, not the second year. So I wasn't going to miss it again. So part of the timing of my retreat, honestly, is based around when this fiber festival is in town, because I'm not missing it again. Not missing it. Okay. Oh no, your bathroom's all torn up. Oh no. Oh, yuck. That's no fun. In Missouri, snow. I've seen a bunch of stuff on the weather, on the news and stuff, different places that are getting all kinds of snow and traffic's terrible. And I've been seeing it. I know it's happening all over the place. So, Sue, I'm surprised you don't have any over there in Chicagoland, area. But yeah, I was happy to pack up. And by the time I was packing up, now packing up got even harder because my hands then were completely frozen. They were so cold. I was like, it was hard to do things with my hands because they were so cold. You know what I'm saying? So hard. Hard to make my fingers work properly. I just wanted to get it packed up and get out of there. And you know what? We were not the first people to pack up. We were not the second. We were not the third, fourth. No. We were about 5 or 6 to start packing up. We held out. It was well after 2:30, 2:40 when we started packing up to go. But anyhow, yeah, if it would have even been in the 30s would have been, pretty nice. I could have lived with 30s. But 23 is cold. That is cold. No matter how you slice it, it's cold. So that was not fun. I mean, it's always fun to go to a show, see people. I met a couple people a couple of people came through that I knew, that I talked to for a little bit. I did get to go over to the Yarn Garden. They were having some special things over there for Black Friday. I took advantage of a couple things, of course. She was discontinuing a yarn I really, really wanted to try. So, I mean, it's 40% off. Do you think I'm not going to try it? Right? So, and there's a lady there that did it's kind of like a surprise book package. And it's funny because I had recently seen something like it on Facebook and I was like, that is really cool. And then I get over there and I'm like, wow, that's exactly what I saw on Facebook. You don't know what the book is. Comes with all these goodies, all packaged up cute. I mean, yeah. So she does a subscription too. You could get a monthly subscription. You could get a 3-month or 6-month, or maybe it was 6 months and a year. I don't know. But, you get little surprise books and, you got to pick your category. Guess my category. What category did I pick? What genre did I pick for my surprise books? I'm certain you can figure it out. I did have to get a little more specific, though. A little more specific. But, yeah. Romance. Yep. A little more specific than just romance. A little more specific than just romance. So, yeah. I did have to say I didn't want dark romance. They do have a dark romance category. And I was like, no dark. Which was okay. Their dark romances were gone. And I was like, really? Wow. The people in Charlotte, they're going down there and they're buying up the dark romance surprise packages. We see how that goes. Oh, I thought that was funny though. Yep, they were all out of those. Nope, not cowboy, not paranormal. No, just spicy. There you go, Sue got it. Spicy romance. That was the category. Spicy romance. So of course I had to try this out, you know? I haven't even opened up my packages. Haven't even opened them up. When we got home, unloaded everything here, got it all put away downstairs. I was still just cold. Cold, cold, cold. So I had a snack. They lit a fire in the fireplace, and I just stood in front of the fireplace staying warm. Oh, I did lay on the couch for a little bit with a dog and a cat. One dog and one cat. And they were not getting along well, they were getting along, but they were like tussling around next to me. And I'm like, okay, you two, stop it. One of you needs to stop so that, we can have a nice, relaxing little visit here on the couch, under the blankie. Come on. Stop trying to bite each other. And, Toffee doesn't have any teeth. So biting, well, that's a whole different thing for her with no teeth. But, so yeah, I mean, it was a fun little day. And I'm certain it would have been even busier, with more traffic if it had been just a skosh warmer. A skosh warmer. I don't know how anybody cannot have insurance. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. You can read anything in the romance category, but it has to have a happily ever after. Okay. Right? Yes, you do know. I like the spicy romance. So it'll be interesting. I hope it's not something that I have. You know what I mean? So I don't do dark romance though. I mean, I don't want to read about all of the mafia men and, the killers and people who kill and things like that, and romance at the same time. Just, I hear people talk about books. They're like, yeah, this one was a gang leader and fell in love with the rival gang leader because it was a girl and this and that. And, oh my goodness. No, I can't. People who are criminals and whatnot for a living, I'm just, no. I can't read about a romance when you're a evil person. I mean, they're evil to everybody except for the one they fall in love with. That seems to be the case with dark romance. I'm like, no. I don't want to read about all that stuff. You know what I mean? So, no dark romance for me. We tried that one. What was that one we tried? I mean, we did it. We didn't try it. We read it for book club. And I was just like, nope. The Disney one, not Disney, but Peter Pan and whatnot. I was like, no, too much ick in that book. No, I don't ever want to go there again. That stuff will traumatize me. I can't do it. Can't do it. He's really pretty. I was telling Dale, I just pulled this out last night to work on it. I was telling Dale, I said, well, Dale, this one's for you. Mr. Nomi with his rooster. This one's all you, buddy. It's all for you. Oh, well, yeah, there's that in dark romance. Motorcycle clubs, lots of mafia, gangs, people who murder, and yeah, you're over your mafia romance phase. I don't mind bondage, Kel. Bondage is fine. Just, I don't like all the criminal activity and the killing and all that kind of stuff. Anyhow, no, don't like that stuff. Oh yeah, all kinds of abusive things. Yes, Hooked. That was, oh my gosh, right, Sherry? No, yuck. Ugh. Sue, Sue, you had to do it. You had to do it. Mm, 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 mm. That was so gross. So gross. No, thank you. Yep. I mean, I, I don't mind reading a romance book where someone has issues, traumas in their life. Maybe they've had abuse and things like that. I mean, I can deal with that stuff. What I can't deal with is graphicness of killing and just that's what they do. No. Mm-mm. No, thank you. Just no. Anyhow, I tried it. I tried it. I didn't like it. Okay? I'll just say. People like to make fun of me because I don't like mysteries. I don't like to read mysteries. I've tried it. I don't like it. I've tried it again. I still don't like it. I think Brandy and I have tried I don't know how many mysteries, and I'm just like, I don't like it. It's just not a genre I enjoy. Just like I don't enjoy historical fiction. I don't want to read about people from the, you know, the eras. What are they? I'm trying to come up with a term and I can't. Kings and queens and princes and all that stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't like historical romance. Never have, never will. I think when you get to be my age, you've read a lot of stuff. You know what you like, you know what you don't like. You know? Not saying I won't ever try some things, but I might do it kicking and screaming and not enjoy it. Like some of those mysteries, I'm just like, no, I don't like them. I don't. I'm never going to. Anyhow, I don't know. Bondage is fine. Yes, it is. Bondage, all that fun stuff. Whips, chains, tie me up, all that. I mean, that's 50 Shades of Grey all day long. So I'm good with that stuff. But I just don't like all the killing and stuff like that. No, thank you. So it'll be interesting to see what my books are. I don't know what they are. They're surprises. So that'll be fun. And then I'm certain I have her card if I wanted to, do a subscription and get more or whatnot. But so that was what I did. That was my purchase today. I went over and I got the books and I got some yarn. I walked into the yarn garden. The first person I saw was Lindsay, the owner, and I was just freezing. And she looked at me and I'm like, it's cold out there. And she goes, I guess. I said, I'm doing the market. And she goes, oh, oh. And I'm like, yeah, it is freezing cold. And she says, well, I thought they were having heaters over there and stuff. I was like, well, yes, but that's not really helping a whole lot. It's just not really helping. Anyhow, um, one more thing about the snow and whatnot. When we did let the kitties out to go out in the snow, it was hilarious. They did not know what to think. They had no idea what to think. They went out. They they stayed on the deck at first, like, oh, they hit the snow on the deck, and it was like, well, they didn't know what to do. Misty played with it a little bit, like she pawed in the snow a little bit, and they didn't really go anywhere. Smokey went out and he hopped up on his rock there. He likes the one rock out there by the deck. He hopped up on the rock. He looked around. He played around on the rock a little bit. And they were really ready to come back in. They were done. They were ready to come back in. So we let them back in. Well, then Dale lit a fire in the fireplace. And when he lit the fire in the fireplace, the cats all decided they wanted to go out. Now, it's now dark. It's dark outside, okay? And I was like, oh, geez, here we go. The cats are out in the dark. Well, they didn't go very far. They stayed right there in like the backyard, but they did run around and get in the snow and play in it a bit. Now, they came in pretty easily, really. They didn't stay out there too long, but they did get a taste of what the snow is. I just found two places I need a two. I really like the color of the two as well. It's pretty blue. It's really pretty. So they played around a little bit in the snow, but they were clearly ready to come back in when they came back in. I opened the door. Misty wanted to come in first, and then the boys, and they came in, and then they laid in front of the fire with Dale. And okay, where's the other one? It's in the center. There it is. In the center of what looks kind of like a flower. Is that a flower? I think it's a flower. So they were pretty funny. They were really pretty funny. The cats in the snow. It was hilarious. And I think if there would have been more snow, like deeper snow, I don't know. I don't think they would have stayed out there or really ventured out into the deeper snow, but it's not super deep. So they just kind of toyed around. I have a feeling one has just gone out. I heard Dale like, come on, get in here just a minute ago. And I'm like, that means somebody went out. He probably went outside to get more logs for the fire. And somebody took advantage of the door opening and they went outside. So hopefully he gets them to come back in, whoever it was. I don't know. That's on him. He needs to get the kitties back in. Hello, Dawn. I'm sorry you did not get a notification. Oh, the boss would buy a book and pass it around. That sounds like fun. Unlike at my work, Karen, if the boss at my work buys a book to pass it around, they want everybody to read it, and then it becomes an assignment, and it's a book club, and we have to discuss because they're educational. I'm like, oh, goodness. Our principal would do that all the time. She would find these books, and she thought they were so valuable that now we're going to do this as a book club. You need to read these chapters before our next staff meeting. I'm like, really? Really? Now you're mandating some reading to us, a reading assignment that we need to discuss. You know, I'm not the best student. I really didn't do that. I mean, I didn't do it. I mean, there was no checks and balances. There was no, I didn't have to prove I read it. I didn't have to take a quiz. I mean, if I wanted to participate in a discussion, I could have, but having not read the book, I certainly wasn't going to discuss. But seriously, she would do that all the time. And I'm like, no, just no, I'm not doing that. No. So, yeah, what is up with that? Now, if she would have had us read some really good, spicy romance novel, I'd be all in. I'd be like, oh, yeah, let's do a book club. Come on, let's do it. No, we're not reading some theory, some educational BS, something or another that's supposed to help kids. Most of it's a bunch of crap. So, no, not doing it. I got that way. In the last 5 years when I was at that building, I just got to where I was like, you know what? This is really not part of my job. And this is not something that's required of me to do. And it's not something you can force me to do. And so I'm not doing it. I did that more in the last 5 years of my teaching career than ever. I was just like, no, you can't make me. You can't even ask me to prove that I did it. So just no. Mm-mm. I got very rebellious, I guess. But it was a rebellion that nobody knew except me. Oh, Shannon, right? You didn't read it. See, there you go. I mean, come on. I can't even remember how many books. And she'd buy the books for us. We didn't have to buy the book. She'd buy the book and pass them out, and we'd all get our copy. And they all stayed on the shelf in the classroom when I left. All of them. I'm not, no. I bought enough books over the years that I thought would be helpful. That, you look at them once, you think they're good, and then you forget about them. And you're like, no. Yep, that's how that goes. Now, give me a romance novel, I'll get my money's worth out of that. But not those other books. No. Did I get credits? No. No credits for reading it. No. Hello, Marion. How are you? Hope you're having a good time. Tomorrow, Josh is going to come over. We had, for Thanksgiving, we had Shannon, Devin, Jackson, my dad, my sister, my niece, and her fiance. That was it. Josh couldn't come because he had to work. He works at a hospital and he had to work. So he's coming over tomorrow. Shannon, Devin, and Jackson are going to come over tomorrow, and we're just going to have like a chill little afternoon together, order some pizza and hang out because, we didn't get to see him on Thanksgiving. The girls are available tomorrow, and we can just hang out for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll be fun. So somebody said to me, well, why don't you take Josh some food to his work? And I was like, it's an hour and 20 minutes away. It's an hour and 20 minutes away. No. Okay, do I have any more 4s? Or was it just the comb on the rooster? I think it's just, oh, no, 4s, not 5s, 4s. I'm getting ahead of myself here. There's a bunch of 5s up here, but I don't want those. No more 4s. That was it. Okay. So it's the end of November, right? I hope I can finish this guy relatively quick because tomorrow is the 1st of December and we're starting DP Christmas Elves tomorrow. So I'll talk about that in a second, but November has come to an end. I have been in contact with Maritza. It is Maritza's week to give away the last prize. However, she is busy tonight. There's a drill stuck in my spout. I hate it when they get stuck in my spout. It's part of that static thing, and it's just the rhinestones doing it. Regular drills are not doing it, but the rhinestones are. Anyhow, she has a special dinner today with her brother. I did not know this, but her brother and wife are moving, like from New York to Florida. And I was like, really? She goes, yeah, he's leaving me. I'm like, wow, I'm sorry. So they're going out to dinner and stuff tonight. I told her, I said, it's been pretty chill and laid back and relaxed anyhow. So when you get time, tomorrow or whatnot, go in and just pull a winner for the last week and we'll post it in the Facebook group and we'll call it good. Like I said, things have gotten a little lax with me as far as events go. And, probably, I will just say it's probably a little bit of event burnout. I'm kind of like, I'm doing events all the time. And I don't think about really going whole hog and planning and, anyhow, that's on me. But she will be picking a winner and announcing it in the Facebook group tomorrow for week 4. I am going to do a redraw. I was asked to do a redraw because our winner is in Canada and Canada Post is on strike. They can't send anything in the mail. So she was very gracious and kind and just said, I would just go ahead and draw somebody else. And she said, I just like doing the events and participating. And, everything's a mess here. Just, do a redraw and, pick somebody else. And I was like, okay, are you sure if that's what you really want? And she's like, yep. I'm like, okay, that was very nice of her. So I'm going to do a redraw for my week. And I'll put that in the Facebook group as well. Okay? So there'll be 2 winners posted tomorrow for November, week 3 and week 4. I hope you posted. If you didn't, you can probably still go post right now. I think it's still open. I think it's still open. So run, go, make a post for November if you didn't. Okay? All right. Moving on. Moving on to DP Christmas Elves. DP Christmas Elves. Right? How is it the end of November? It truly is, though, Jess. It is the end. Look, it's 11:30. In 4 hours, it's done. It's over. It's done. It's over. This tray, I love this tray. This is OGK. If you heard of OGK, I mean, they were new to me. I hadn't heard of them. And now I have 3 of their trays. I still want to get a pen from them. They also do some hand-turned pens. I want to get one of those. They do a drop on Thursday nights in their Facebook group. If you haven't heard of them, that's where they're at on Facebook. They drop a bunch of stuff on Thursdays. Some, there's like one of, and you have to be the first person to comment you want it or whatever. Others, they're just, you can like put your name down to order it. So, yeah. OGK. A really nice tray. I like them. Okay. I think I have 3 now. So, cool. Good night, Angela. If you didn't hear me say good night, good night. You haven't heard of them. I know I had not either. But, there are so many companies out there now. There's just so many. But they do a nice job. They really do a nice job. They do a lot of 3D printed stuff, a lot of cute things. And like I said, they do some hand-turned pens as well. And I want to get my paws on one of those. That's what's next on the agenda is one of those. So, Deborah, I ordered 2 things from Diamond Art Club and 2 from Dreamer Designs. I mean, no big surprise out there in the world that there were 2 Chuck Pinsons at Diamond Art Club. That's all I got at Diamond Art Club. However, my friend Karen, she said that she'd ordered, I think she ordered a Chuck, and I think she ordered, I believe it's called Sunshine. And that is a Michaelgelina. And I totally regretted not getting that one. So I toyed around with the idea of just going and buying it, but then I'd have to pay shipping on it. And I feel like I missed the boat. You know what I mean? I should have done it with my original order. And I didn't. Oh, yep, he's trying to get a cat in. There's a cat out. I don't know who, but somebody's out. No, maybe they're in. Right, Cal? Sunshine is so pretty. So what I did is I went ahead and I put it in my cart. It's still available. It didn't sell out. Last I looked, it hadn't sold out. Because, we're all assuming that Diamond Art Club's going to have some more paintings on Black Friday, right? And I will, if there's anything else on Black Friday that I feel I must have, Sunshine is sitting right there in my cart, waiting to go with it. It's just sitting there waiting, ready to go. So we'll see. I really did regret it, though. I was like, dang, I really should have got that. I don't need it. I really don't need it. But having done Melody and I bought some of the other really colorful Michaelinas, Mm, mm. Yes, Cyber Monday. Is that what I said? What did I say? That's what I meant. What did I say? Who knows what I said? But that's the plan. That's the plan. We'll see. That would mean 2 more diamond paintings. There's so many places. Everybody's got stuff on sale. Everybody's got specials. I mean, from accessory makers to pattern writers to everywhere. You can only get so much stuff. And after the first of the year, stuff is on the agenda. In my world, stuff is top of the list. Time to go through stuff. Time to get rid of some stuff. Time to organize and clean up my stuff. Gotta happen after the first of the year. I'm not doing anything until after the first of the year. So, you didn't get the Faith Runs Deep. I think it's Faith Run. I said Black Friday again. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I got 2 from Dreamer Designs too. I got 2 and 2. 2 and 2. See, you thought of me. So that means something. Hello, Manette. How are you? How's it going? Yeah, 2 and 2 is what I did. And Dreamer Designs is still posting stuff. They're still posting new images like every day. They had Black Friday releases. They've had Saturday releases. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do a Sunday release or if they're going to wait until Cyber Monday. But they've got more stuff. I heard somewhere that it's like 60 paintings. Now, at first, I kind of thought it was going to all be for Black Friday, but apparently it's just a cumulative weekend long thing, I don't know. But there's already a couple pretty ones besides the original. I think it was 25. I think it was 25. Oh, Sue, what did I get? I don't know. I don't know, honestly. One was Alan Gianna. That I know. That winter one with the mill and the deer. And I can't remember what the other one is. It was some landscape. That's what it was. It was some landscape. No Chuck Pinson with a train. No. Joanne's. I'm not even looking at Joanne's, Michael's. None of those Premier Yarns. I'm not looking at any of those. But I'll tell you what, every time I turn around, there's some like new hand dye yarn company comes up on my Instagram or whatnot. And I'm just like, I have found myself multiple times over the last couple of days looking at yarn and just going, oh no, click out, just click out because I could. You know what, Jess? You are the person that could buy 8. I totally say you go for it. You buy 8 because you do like 10 a month, right? You do like 10 a month. Bye, Michelle. No, there was 2 landscapes I looked at, and I can't remember which one I got. Right? Strike when the price is right. I know. That's like I went to where'd I go? I was at Michael's. This was a Black Friday sale. Well before Black Friday. When they have buy 2 skeins of yarn, get 1 free, you get some, right? You jump on it. You plan ahead. I came out of the store with this big bag of yarn, and Dale just looked at me. I'm like, it was a great sale. This is an investment. I'm ready for, future projects. Yes. Yeah, you have to do it I'm saving money, right? Think about it that way, honey. I am saving money. If I was to go buy this in a few weeks, it would have cost me, let me think for a minute. It would have cost me $30 more to buy what I bought. Yeah. Because they were $10. Oh, wait, I'll make it even better. But you can't go tell Michael's. Okay, you can't go tell Michael's. They were $10 a skein. They're big skeins. They're a thicker yarn. They were $10. So it was buy two, get one free. So I've just saved $10 just to buy two and get one free. I bought 9. So I got 3 free. But here's what you can't tell Michael's. I also got my teacher discount. So they weren't $10. They were 8 something, right? Got rid of some Christmas decorations. At first I thought you got rid of all your Christmas decorations. You thought, you wish they had a % off instead of a BOGO? I mean, their BOGO deal is pretty good though. I mean, 70% off is a good deal. You do have to then get 2 or 4. And I did that. I mean, I played that game too. I had 4 in my cart, played the game, looked at the price, took one out of my cart. And then of course, it didn't go down that much. And then I was only getting 3 paintings. And then I was like, I don't need these. And I just backed it down to 2. That's what I did. I backed it down to the 2. So I had a little bit of money to spend. I will say that. I had a little bit of money to spend and, I spent it. I spent it. But yeah, the yarn thing. I still get my teacher discount at Michael's. Now, I don't know how that stops. I mean, they don't know I'm not teaching anymore. I don't know even who to tell, so I haven't. So I get a little extra off my purchases at Michael's, as long as it's stuff that could be used in the classroom. Like I don't know if it really comes off everything or not, but it definitely comes off yarn. I know that. So I got them each for 8 something, and then 3 of them are free, right? So that's a good deal. That's a good deal, right? So that's not gonna happen. So, Deborah, yes. Yes, I believe that's the one. Hi, Dawn. How's Dawn? You can never combine overseas with their regular. You can't ever combine them. But they do have a special on overseas as well. I mean, you'd have to get 2 overseas shipped. Right, Shannon? That's kind of my thought. I earned that discount. And I don't feel like giving it back. Does it feel like I'm cheating a little, but it's not that much money. Okay, it was only like less than $1. Was it less than $1? I think it's 10%. So it's not a ton, but I took it for sure. I mean, it still comes off. So yeah, what am I supposed to do? I mean, and next thing is at Michael's, you don't have to self-checkout, but they only really have one cashier there anymore. And most of the time they're busy. They prefer you to do self-checkout, of course. I mean, who doesn't want you to do self-checkout these days, right? Everybody wants you to do self-checkout. And I'm not opposed to that. as long as I know how to do it. Um, and I mean, when I go and it just automatically gave me that teacher discount, what was I supposed to do? Who am I supposed to tell? The cashier was busy. No, no, I'm going to keep taking a discount. Okay. I'll just be honest. I'm going to keep taking a discount. Yep, sure am. So, okay, let's get back to DP Christmas elves. Okay. Um, our dear friends, Chris and Kel. I know Chris and Kel very well, and they must be very busy. They're not making any videos lately. We miss Chris and Kel. I heard somebody ask earlier, when are you guys going to do another video? Kel's like, I don't know. I know life happens, things happen, people get busy. Like Lori, One Fun Diamond Painter. She's not doing any videos either. I mean, she's got a grandbaby now, you know? Yeah, she's got a grandbaby now. But anyhow, we miss those people. And we do miss you guys, Kel. We do. You guys are a lot of fun. But I knew going in to DP Christmas Elves, they weren't doing videos. They're certainly not going to do DP Christmas Elves. So we don't have them doing the elves with us. And we all know that Angie is pretty much just disappeared. So we didn't have Angie. So that took us down to, is there 6 of us now? Let me see. There's me, Maritza, Miranda. I remember the M's. Me, Maritza, Miranda. Christopher, Jenny, Brandy. Yeah, 6. So instead of each of us giving away 3 prizes for the month, we're each, sorry, stuff in my throat. We're each giving away 4. So it works, that works too. It divided out nicely with 6 people versus 8 people. So it starts tomorrow. And I have been, again, very lax in like making a video or announcing to the world we're doing DP Christmas Elves. I'm going to make a post. I would like to say tonight, but in all honesty, it probably won't be tonight. I probably won't get to it tonight. I'll probably end up doing it tomorrow. And it's not going to be a video. I'm not going to do a whole announcement video. I don't have the time. I don't have it in me to make an announcement video. I've talked about it in my whipping chats. I've talked about it here. I'll post it in the Facebook group. I'll put it on my community tab. DP Christmas Elves has started. Please post every day in Diamond Moments and Krafts. I will do a post for tomorrow's first day. Okay. I'm way behind on everything. I just feel I'm way behind on everything. And I don't know how that has all happened, but I've just gotten behind. So I wanted to have a bunch of like my yarn advent stuff ready to go before tomorrow. I did one little thing in a yarny video and that hasn't even come out yet. So I feel way behind and I'm sorry, but it's just the way it is. Are there no more rhinestones? Is that all of the rhinestones? No. There's another bag of rhinestones, but where did they go? I don't know. I don't see them. Oh, no. Oh, I missed a bunch of 5s right there, but that's not it. 5, no. I'm on 6. Oh. Ah. I'm looking at the bags of rhinestones already finished over there. The special drills are over here. Yeah, no, there's no more rhinestones. I got to get those 5s, though. I missed some 5s. Once a teacher, always a teacher. There you go. Yes, Jess, exactly. You can post every day. There will be a designated post, just like we always do for our events. There's a designated post. And instead of a weekly post, it will be a daily post. There will be one a day Post a picture every day. That'd be perfect for you, Jess. One picture a day. Yes. Okay. And then, of course, I'm going first. I'm starting off the whole shebang. So I will pull my winner from tomorrow's posts. Okay. But that means I will announce my winner on tomorrow's Sunday. So I will announce my winner on Monday. Right? You'll have all day on Sunday to post. And at this point, you can post your first start picture, whatever you got. And then after that, it's just progress. Every day, post a progress picture. Every day, post a progress picture. And if you remember DP Christmas elves, we all do something a little different. Some people did gift cards. Some people did little packages. Some people, different things. Jenny would send like stuff from her shop even. And, it's a little goodie. That's what it is. It is a little goodie that we're giving out every day just to say we love you and enjoy the season and to make somebody smile every day. Okay? So you can start posting tomorrow. I will make sure there is a post before I go to bed tonight. I've got to make a thumbnail and all that fun stuff. I think Jenny helped me out last year and made thumbnails. We don't have a thumbnail yet, even. We're just way behind. And, life happens. Life happens. I got into this craft show business and crocheting a lot for that and getting ready for the craft shows. And, all of that stuff happened. And YouTube business, I don't know. YouTube's kind of, I don't know. It's a little slow. It's a little, I don't know. Just things, just reasons. You know what I mean? There's just reasons. All right. But there will be a post for tomorrow. Go post and post every day. Some progress. Oh, I remember these. These are so pretty. These are like black. They're like a black iridescent. I remember when I unboxed this thinking how pretty these were. They're so pretty. I'm going to be able to finish this tonight. Look, because I'm on the special drills. I'm on the special drill part, and it's going to go fast, right? We need to have some food, though. Dale and I have not had any dinner. I think he's going to make brats on the grill, so that'll be easy, quick, and easy. There's got to be more of these somewhere, probably up here. And I think these on his feathers are blue. Oh, I think that'll be so pretty. Gets a bunch of blue on his feathers. Is there no more of these? How come I have such... There's one. How come I have such a pretty drill here? Oh, there's one more. And no place to put them. Come on. I want to put more of these. I want more. I want more. I want more. I could start putting them on the U's, but that might be weird. That might not work out well. Is there no more V's, really? Okay, let me check him over real quick. Oh, XU, XU, XUT, 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 XX. No more V's. That is so sad. It's such a pretty little drill. I like it so much. What if I put them on the T's? I could put them on the T's. What color is T? Oh, T's orange. These are so pretty. Darn. Oh well. I mean, a new start would be great, but not necessary, I suppose. Yep. Christmas or winter. It could be winter. Something seasonal. Let's put it that way. Something for the season. The season being Christmas, holiday, whatever holiday, winter, snow. It can be that. Okay? Yeah. Okay? And you know how we are. You know how we roll, people. We're just very, very easygoing, very lax. Not a lot of rules, not a lot of regulations. Rules and regulations, they're overrated. Like when your boss tells you you have to read a book and you're like, no, I'm not reading that. Rules and regulations. No, I'm too old for that stuff. Live our best lives. Enjoy it. Life does not have to be so strict and complicated, strict and complicated. That's why I've never done Google Docs for events. I don't want to keep track of things on a Google Doc. I have Google Docs for the retreat, and that's enough. That is enough documents for me to keep track of. I don't even know how to make them. I always have to have somebody help me with the retreat that knows how to make the documents. I can read them. If I'm lucky, I can add a few things to a document or a spreadsheet. But other than that, no, I don't even know how to create the things. I try not to do it, right? I try not to do it. Like at the craft show today, I'm there with a gnome notebook where I have all of my inventory written down in my Nomi notebook. And as I sell stuff, I write it down. I write it down and I write down the price. And that's how I keep track of stuff. Nothing fancy here. Paper and pencil girl I am, right? Paper and pencil. So, yeah. Anyhow. Did that answer your question? I mean, it doesn't have to be a new start. It'd be great if it was. You're going to work on it all month, but as long as you're working on it all month and you're posting pictures every day of what you've done, we're good with that. And I told you the people that are Christmas elves, they're just as laid back as me. They're just like, hey, whatever you want to do. They don't even know what day they're giving away a prize yet. I just made the calendar yesterday. I've got to share it with them still. Because, yesterday I was getting everything ready to go to a craft show. See? Priorities, I guess. I don't know. So, let's do this. Let's have fun. Just have fun, Keep me out of the yarn shops. I'm going to diamond paint more. I'm doing a big painting. See, I didn't do a kit up or anything like that, I'm just going to, tomorrow at some point, I'm going to kit it up. Then I'm going to get going with it. So it's past time. Well, hello, Carrie. How are you? I was supposed to get a diamond painting from Diamond Art Club. And everybody had said, oh, they was switched back to FedEx. Well, first of all, let me just say, I've never once received my Diamond Art Club from FedEx. Never. It always used to be UPS how did it go? UPS if I paid shipping, USPS if I got free shipping, or it's the other way around. One of the two. But my paintings always came one of those two ways, UPS or USPS. I never received a painting from FedEx. Never. Then they went to On Track, and I started getting my stuff from On Track. And I got my stuff from On Track most of this year. And most of the time, it worked okay. Sometimes it did not. They lost one of my paintings. They weren't extremely fast, but, they clearly had problems with On Track. So I heard they went back to FedEx, which, like I said, I never got paintings through FedEx anyhow. So I'm supposed to be getting a painting. It's that Susan Wingett, the jars. Well, you're in the right place, Carrie. We all love to diamond paint. You are in the right place. Yep. So I thought it was coming yesterday. What? No, it didn't come yesterday. It was stuck like in Ohio yesterday and didn't move, even though it was supposed to. Okay, I just found another V. I found another place to put another V. I'm going to go over just a couple minutes here, but I got to tell this story, right? So it got stuck in Ohio. This is FedEx, okay? Stuck in Ohio. Um, then it tells me that my painting is out for delivery today. So I've been waiting all day for FedEx to show up with my painting. It said it's on the truck, it's in Lansing, it's ready to be delivered. Have I gotten it? No. No, I have not. You know, I thought, okay, when I came back from the craft show, it would be here. Is it here? No. So, you know what my opinion is right now of FedEx, right? Are they any better than On Track? I don't think so. I don't think so. Why didn't we go back to UPS? Why didn't we go back to UPS? I don't know. I just don't know. UPS seems to be a whole lot more reliable. And like I said, it was UPS or USPS, depending on if I paid shipping or not. And I don't remember which way it used to be, but it was one of the two. And of course, they also had their warehouse in New Jersey at that time. Ever since they have moved their warehouse to Texas, it's bad. I'll just say it. It's bad. All right, bad. I'm not happy with the Texas move. Things happen when they move to Texas that I'm just not thrilled with. So shipping is one of them. But anyhow, we'll see. It won't be here tomorrow then, will it? Because tomorrow's Sunday. I don't think they're delivering on a Sunday. So here we go. Here we go again. Hopefully FedEx doesn't lose my painting. Right? The thing about the other painting was it was a restock and it sold out again. And luckily for me, they sold it at Hirschner's. It was those stacked pumpkins. And I was able to go buy it at Hirschner's. Yeah. Otherwise, I still wouldn't have that painting. But thank you, Hirschner's. So we'll see when FedEx shows up. My guess is it will be Monday. Maybe, if I'm lucky. When I get off this live, I'm going to go check my tracking again and see what it says now. If it says it's still on the truck, loaded, I'm going to be like, oh, what time you coming then? You coming at midnight? When are you going to come for it to be delivered today? I don't know. Oh, Mr. U. Turn it off. There's a U. Come on. I just need one of you to flip over. Just one of you guys. One of you bad boys flip over here. All right. Oh, there's another one. Jeez. How could I miss the big ones? You'd think I couldn't miss the big ones, but I do. Now I just have X and Y to go, and they are marquees, and I'm done. Okay. All right. Have fun, you guys. And I'll get that post up tonight, so it's ready for you at midnight. And I will do my best to schedule them in the future so that there's always one every day at midnight. Okay? Midnight. All right. Okay. Have fun, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you in my whip and chat. I got lots of things to talk about in my whip and chat. I just found a fingernail. Like, why is there a fingernail on my clothing somewhere? Like a little clipping, not a whole nail, just like, okay, no idea. All right. I'll see you guys later. Get ready to start posting and happy holidays. Bye.